have been baking for years, and I cannot believe I have never tried making this recipe. Today's video, we're making Christmas cracker candy. And honestly, I think I was just scared because I don't have a candy thermometer, and I have tried making caramel in the past with vegan butter and sugar, and it has just never worked out. And this does require, you know, boiling some sugar and some vegan butter. So let's give it a go and get right into the ingredients. Step number 1, we are going to be melting down our sugar and our butter. 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of our vegan butter. So I'm using becel salted butter today. I have read that using other higher water content vegan butters actually won't work as well, but I have heard that the becel brand does work well in this recipe, so we're going to do that today. So we're going to take this guy and put it on the stove on medium heat. While that's melting down, let's line our baking sheet with parchment paper. I've seen some people use tin foil as well. I feel like parchment is better. Personally, I like parchment paper better. I think it is better for you than cooking with aluminum foil. And preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We don't want to do too much because we need to keep an eye on this guy. So I had literally just turned the pan on and then put the parchment there and came right back to it. We're going to be bringing it to a boil. So once we're all, and you want to be stirring it or whisking it frequently so it doesn't burn. And I do have it on my medium heat on my burner, but it's on a very large, as you can see, a very large burner. So I might have to turn it down a hair. All right, now that we've got a little bit of a boil going on, I'm going to leave it here. Unless it gets too intense, I'm going to stir it pretty much the entire time because it does feel like it's sticking to the bottom of my pot a little bit. So I'm a little bit nervous. I don't want it to taste burnt or anything. We're going to just continue stirring it for 3 to 5 minutes while it is boiling. Oh. Okay, I just want to know, once it is at this stage, it doesn't seem to be like feeling like it's sticking to the bottom, so I am more stirring it occasionally. And it does seem to be like looking almost ready right now, even though it's only been like 2 minutes. What you're going for here visually, instead of using a candy thermometer, is it thickening and then coating the back of a spoon, but we have another test to use too, so, because I feel like would be coating the back of a spoon already. But I'm gonna wait until we're actually at the 3-minute mark, which is in 15 seconds. Okay, we are at the I would say that is coating the back of a spoon, and that was after 3 minutes. So let's go ahead and turn this off, and I'm going to remove it from the heat, and we can go and put our crackers onto our pan. All right, so the crackers I'm using is Shar. They are certified gluten-free, and they are plant-based. It says we need 40, but doing the math for these, and this is really, like, really, do you have to be in... I'm trying to go quickly because this was supposed to be done, and I thought I'd have time to do this while it was on the stove. Anyways, I need 40, and doing the math for what's in this container says there is only 36. So, and also, they're not, like, gonna fit. Hold on. Oh, no. Don't break. Okay, you know what? If they overlap a little tiny bit, it's gonna be fine, but I'm gonna try and do this very quickly, so. I do think we're going to have enough, though. And again, I have a gap at the top. This is so annoying. Should I just forget about it? I'll just try to break a couple of these into thirds, I think, and see. Okay, perfect. Let's grab our hot toffee and go ahead and pour over all of this. Okay, my lip is on this side, which means I have to pour with my right hand instead of my left, which is what I'm used to. Or rather, you know, scrape the edges with my non-dominant hand, but I think it should be fine. I think that this was okay doing it this way, and by this way I mean letting it sit on the stove for a minute while I put the crackers on here, because the toffee is not like totally solid. Also, I feel like this toffee turned out amazingly. Also, perks of having a glass table. You can just set hot stuff right down on it. Okay, we're going to spread the toffee now over all the crackers evenly. And if you are still watching, feel free to subscribe for more gluten-free and vegan recipes. I love to share everything that I know and everything that I learn. I also love, as you can tell, trying new recipes and trying out things that are not gluten-free and trying to make them gluten-free, as well as things that are not vegan and making them vegan, because y'all, we cannot eat dairy and we cannot eat gluten. As well, we are putting this in the oven, don't forget. It will get bubbly and foamy again and spread more easily, so I'm not really too concerned about it completely solidifying, but I am concerned with it not being all the way to the edges, because we don't want to just have a piece of cracker. Thank you. We're going to go ahead and put it into our oven for 5 minutes. Just want to show y'all quickly our spoon. Remember, we coated the back of our spoon. Look at how it's solidified. So that is definitely the goal that you want. Once it's completely cool, it should just like snap off. But I'm going to taste this quickly since it's cold. Oh yeah, it tastes like toffee. Delicious. Oh my God. I'm so excited. While we are waiting, let's grab our chocolate chips. So we need 2 cups. I'm using the Compliments brand. They're accidentally vegan, and they are probably the most least expensive chocolate chips that are accidentally vegan that I have found. I can usually find them on sale for $4 for a bag like this. Oh my God. Oh my God. 1. Okay, so there's not 2 cups in one bag of these. I found this new brand of chocolate chips that's vegan at Sobeys. Oh no, there's white chocolate. Oh, whatever. You know what? Whatever. That are vegan, and they're so delicious, but they're so mini and tiny. I love it. So anyways, we're just gonna add these in. Who cares? It's all chocolate at the end of the day, right? Our timer's up. I was looking at it through the door, and I was scared because it wasn't bubbling up everywhere. A couple spots where it was like thicker and not bubbled up. So as you can see here, it looks like there's bubbles like everywhere, right? So I had left it in for an extra minute, just watching it to make sure there was bubbles. Bubbles all over the place because I didn't want a pocket of like just solid. I thought maybe all of it should be like bubbling. So it looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and dump all of our chocolate chips on now. Okay, so right out of the oven, we're going to dump our chocolate chips. I feel like 2 cups is like too much, but... And we're going to let it sit here with the chocolate chips for 1 to 2 minutes until they start looking melty. Okay, we are looking melty, so we're just gonna go ahead and spread our chocolate. And this is a really good to know. If you're like me, and you're kind of slow, and you kind of like diddle-doddle, or you like take a couple extra minutes to do things, it's totally fine. We saw with the toffee, it was totally fine when I left it on the stove for a couple minutes while I did the crackers. And the chocolate, I left it for probably like 3 minutes. Because some people, you know what, I seen their chocolates was just like getting hard, and I'm like, oh, and you have to put it back in the oven to warm it. But I think having this on the stovetop being warm still from the oven being on is probably a smart idea to do this. And with the chocolate, you want to make sure you go all the way to the edges, for sure. Okay, we're almost there. I'm gonna just hope and pray that if it's on the edge of the pan there, that it just does not stick to the pan. Okay, we're just gonna cross our little fingers. Okie dokie. Y'all, this is looking freaking amazing. Extra chocolate to lick the spoon. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and put this in our freezer for 1 hour, or just in the fridge for 2 hours. Just kidding. We actually can do toppings, so you can do sprinkles. I have some chopped pecans here, so I'm gonna just spread some pecans on the top. You could do pretzels. I have some shredded coconut, and I was thinking maybe a shredded coconut would be delicious on top here too, but do whatever you want, or do nothing, you know. I'm sure it's good just toffee chocolate. Oh, this is looking fabulous. Now let's go into the freezer for an hour. Alrighty, y'all. It's been like 2 hours probably, because I had to make lunch and eat lunch, and then I just got lazy. Okay, so now this is why we use parchment, y'all. It just comes right off like no problemo. So we're just gonna break it up into whatever pieces, kind of bite-sized pieces you want. Oh, maybe, you know, don't freeze it for as long as I did, because obviously it's not gonna break up as easily if it's solid frozen. Show y'all a little close up. The cracker. our nice, looking good, looking delicious. Okay, let's try. Ooh, salty, toffee, and chocolate. It's pretty good. It is really giving those three elements. However, I wouldn't call it crack. I don't think it's that good. It is good, but I don't know. It does taste like candy. It's pretty good, but yeah. The cracker portion is like really crumbly. Oh no, the toffee part's really good. The toffee, it's giving salted toffee and chocolate, so it is really good. If you like this kind of recipe, I would recommend it for sure. I don't know if I would make this again, unless the rest of my family is like, oh my god, I loved it so much. But for me, not my favorite recipe. I do say it's a success and everything. Just for me, it's not my favorite. But it is good still. So I would highly recommend to try it out for yourself. See how you like it. And with that, that will be the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!